Hi, greetings, dear friends, and welcome to this week's pop-up Yoga Nidra series. I'm Ntathu Allen, based in London, UK, pronouns she, her, and I'm very glad to be here with you live or on the replay. Today's session is an invitation to rest, to press pause, to maybe be kinder to your mind, to your body, to your heart. And in that space of kindness and rest, there lies clarity. As usual, the practice, it's an invitation. So yes, I'll be here guiding the practice. Yet ultimately, you are your own teacher. It's a space for you to start that process of learning to or strengthening that connection to yourself. So you can hear your inner voice and learn to discern what is right, air quotes, what is correct for you in this season of your life. So, to start the session, please find yourself in a comfortable position. For some people, that might mean sitting up on a chair or on the floor on a meditation cushion with a nice straight spine. For others, that might mean lying down on your back or your side on a settee or your bed. The main thing is, and I really encourage you, is to be in a position where you feel supported, where your body, your head, your neck, your back, and your legs can really receive the weight of the support. And you can just be at ease and not worry about falling off or tumbling over or something like that. So when you find your comfortable seat, take a moment again just to get comfortable. That might mean wiggling your body, wiggling your hands and your feet, stretching, lengthening through the spine. It might mean tucking the chin in so you've got that extra length behind the back of the neck. But just do what you need to do, follow your impulse to find that extra element of safety and ease and comfort in your body. Again, knowing you have permission to move and shift any time during the practice. So as we start meditation, notice where your thoughts are. Are your thoughts more external, thinking about things outside the body? Or are your thoughts and awareness more internal, connecting to inner thoughts, inner body sensations and awareness? Again, there's no right or wrong. It's just that case of being aware. Am I external or am I internal? Notice if your eyes wish to be open or closed. And if they wish to stay open today, I invite you to have a soft gaze, to let the eyes lower down towards the heart center. And if the eyes wish to be closed, let them gently rest. Let the eyes sink to the back of the sockets. And invite a sense of softness to the eyes, whether the eyes are open or closed. Just invite a sense of softness to the eyes. Become aware of your feet. Get a sense of the direction your toes are pointing. Are the toes on the right foot and the left foot? Are they pointing in roughly the same kind of direction? Or are they parallel, falling to one side? And see if you can just gently wiggle your toes. Just take your time. Just see if you can invite a sense of movement, space between each digit. Maybe rotate the ankles around or flex and point the toes. Noticing what does that feel like right now to invite movement into the ankles and the toes. Really get a sense of the toes and the feet and the soles of the feet coming alive and tingling. And then slowly just allow the feet to settle. I invite you to become aware of the calves and see if it's possible to invite a small sense of tension in the calves. Nothing tight, just a small, slight contraction in the calves. And softly release. So the toes and the calves are relaxed. Bring your awareness to the knees, right knee, left knee. And see if it's possible to invite a sense of tightness, squeezing the knees and the thighs together. Again, within your own range of movement, just gently squeeze those knees and those thighs. Just a gentle squeeze and softly release. So the toes, the ankles, the calves, the knees and the thighs are relaxed. I invite you to become aware of the buttocks, the right buttock, the left buttock, and just to get a sense of gently squeezing the buttocks together. Just a gentle squeeze and softly release. We spend so much time sitting down that we really get a chance to exercise the buttocks. So if it feels comfortable, I invite you again just to squeeze the thighs, squeeze the buttocks, just gentle, 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 and release. Well done. And then get a sense of the lower part of the body resting on the support. Become aware of your hands and your arms. And just make a tight fist. So squeeze the fingers, just a gentle squeeze. And release. Open the fingers nice and wide. And then just invite movement in the wrist. So just gently rotate the wrist around, spread the fingers, make spider fingers. Just get a sense of, oh, what does it feel like to be aware of moving the wrist and the fingers and the thumbs? Really stretch and make weird shapes with the fingers and the thumbs and the wrist. And notice if you can extend that movement to the elbows and even the shoulders, the whole arm. Is it possible to invite movement into the whole arm? That's it. Just take your time. And then just slowly, when you're ready, just slowly let the arms, the hands, the fingers, the thumbs, just let them slowly rest back on the support. Take a moment to check in and notice what feels different If anything feels different within the body, just from doing those simple tense and relaxation exercises, what do you notice? Become aware of the chest and just push the chest up. So get a sense of really extending up through the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Squeeze and softly release. Let's do it one more time. Because again, we spend a lot of time hunched over our phones or over our laptops or our desk. So get a sense of lifting the chest up, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other, maybe opening the jaw, sticking out the tongue, and softly release. Become aware of the shoulders, right shoulder, left shoulder. And again, follow your own impulse. Invite movement into the shoulders. Can you move the shoulders? Can you rotate shoulders up and down in a circle? Maybe the shoulders feel a bit stiff and creaky today. That's okay. Just, check in. Just notice what you notice. And then just slowly, just allow the shoulders to settle back into the sockets. Notice the space between the bottom of your ears and the tops of your shoulders. And in your mind's eye, get a sense, does it feel as if it's the same distance, right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder? Or does it feel, like in my case, that the right shoulder is kind of hunched up and closer to the right ear in relationship to the left shoulder? What do you notice? Can you feel the weight of the shoulder blades just resting on the support? Then just get a sense of the whole of the spine. So from the base of the spine to the top of the neck, just get a sense of the length of your spine. Observe the space on the right side of the spine and the left side of the spine. Does it feel as if the back is evenly supported on your support? Or does it feel as if the weight is leaning more to one side compared to the other? Just notice. Just a very quick check-in on how the body is resting in space right now. And see if you can invite a sense of softness, space between the ears and the shoulders. Notice the back of the head. And if you're resting against a support, get a sense of the way the back of the head is resting against the support. Again, does it feel as if it's more weighty, heavy, leaning on one side? Does it feel as if the chin and the nose are pointing up towards the sky or more down towards the feet? What is happening with your nose and your chin right now? And check in with the mouth. What do you notice about your mouth? Does it feel dry, moist, or a bit of both? Are you aware of your tongue resting in your mouth? Does it feel as if your tongue is floating in your mouth, stuck to the upper jaw, or resting on the lower jaw? Or maybe your tongue is kind of like doing a bit, all three, upper, floating, and lower. What do you notice? And then I invite you to, if it feels comfortable, to become aware of the tip of the tongue and just slide it around the inner mouth. So get a sense of your tongue just traveling, journeying through your mouth. Noticing the biting surfaces of the teeth. Whether the tongue can stretch the same distance right side, left side of the inner mouth. And then I invite you to bring the tip of your tongue to the right inner cheek. And if the two parts connect, just start to make shapes with the tip of your tongue on your inner right cheek. Notice how sensitive that area is. And what's the distance you can travel with your tongue just around that whole sort of inner right cheek? What's going on for you? And then just slowly let the tongue travel over the front teeth and all the way over to the left inner cheek. And just get a sense of what does this side of the mouth feel like? Maybe it feels very different. And then just let the tongue come back and rest in the center of your mouth. Noticing if it has changed position from when we first started the practice. And just keep your awareness on the front of the face. And get a sense of your nose. When you think or when you internally connect with your tip of your nose, does it feel as if it's in a straight line with your belly button? Or do you get a sense that maybe your nose is more to the right or the left side of the navel? Again, we're not analysing, just being aware, just noticing how is the nose and the head situated in relationship to the pelvis. And just slowly tuck the chin in slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. And get a sense of where your ears are on your face. Can you feel or notice where your ears are? And the tip of the ears, does it feel as if it's aligned with the shoulders? Or does it feel as if the ears are forward or behind the shoulders? Again, just noticing where your body is today. And then become aware of the top of the head. And get a sense of the direction, the space between the top of the head and the next available surface. Is it a big space, a small space? What do you notice? And really get a sense of the whole of your head just resting on the top of the shoulders. And if it's comfortable for you, make small circles. Make small circles with your nose. Just, is it possible for you to maybe make a figure of 8 or the affinity symbol with the tip of your nose? Noticing what happens to the back of your neck, to the back of your neck as you make these small circles with the nose. Can you change direction? And can you even make bigger circles or figure of 8 or the affinity symbol? What happens then? What part of the body has to shift for you to make a bigger shape or circle with the tip of your nose? Are you aware of movement in the navel area, the belly area, the lower back, the shoulders? Or is all the movement occurring just in the head? What do you notice today? And then just slowly let the nose come back to center. And get a sense of the whole of your body, from the feet, the soles of the feet, to the top of the head. Really get a sense of the length of the body. And see if it's possible to take up space. Can you expand with your imagination? Which ways? Can you allow the back of the body to really sink into the support? So really get a sense of the weight of the body being supported by your support. Notice the space between the right side of the body and the next available wall. And can you breathe into that gap between the right side of your body and the next available wall? Might even be a blanket. Can you breathe into that space from the toes all the way down to the feet? Really see if the whole body can just expand towards the right side of the room, like a balloon. You just feel the weight of that whole right side of the body expanding like a balloon, filling up the whole space between the sides of the physical body and the next available support or surface. At the same time, invite a sense of softness to the right side of the body. I invite you to let go of that sensation, that awareness, and bring your awareness, your attention to the left side of the body, the whole left side of the body. From the feet, the soles of the feet to the crown. Really be aware of that whole left side of the body. Where is the left side of the body? Where does the left side of the body become the left side of the body? And again, get a sense of the space between the physical body, the outline of the left side of the body, and the next available supports. That might be clothing, it might be a blanket or a duvet, or it might even be a wall. What do you sense? What do you notice? And again, breathe and expand the whole of the left side of the body, the front of the left side, the back of the left side. Really be aware of what's happening right now. And then slowly bring your awareness to include both the right side of the body and the left side. Does that awareness include the whole body? Or maybe just parts of the body are in your awareness? And again, invite a sense of softness and ease into the whole of the body. The front body, the sides, the right side, the left side, and the back of the body. Really let the whole back of the body receive the earth. Soften the shoulder blades, upper back, middle back, lower back. And whisper softly to yourself, body, I love you. Thank you for being my body. Body, I love you. Thank you for being my body. And notice how those words land in your body. Is the mind and the body able to accept those words, or do you sense some sort of resistance or analysis going on? Body, I love you. Thank you for being my body. And gently check in with the body and ask yourself, what does the body need to feel supported, to feel rested and at ease? What shifts need to happen in the environment or in your mind, in your daily schedule, for your body to feel rested, supported, and at ease? And if those words don't ring for you right now, again, that's okay. Just notice the reaction, the responses, the thoughts, feelings from asking your body, what do you need, body, to feel rested, supported, and at ease? What shifts do you have to make in your everyday routine to invite more rest, more softness, more ease into your body? Really allow the body to rest, to lay down the worries, the concerns, the thoughts and feelings of the day. And let the body appreciate the opportunity to be. Then I invite you to gently release that awareness of the physical body. And let's journey to the breath. Again, noticing what that journey is like for you today. For some, that journey to the breath can cause feelings of anxiety. If that's the case for you today, then ease out and stay with your body. But if you're curious and able to journey to your breath, just notice what you notice. Where do you start your journey with your breath? Are there parts or parts of the body where you can really sense or feel or be aware of where breath might be residing today? Is there a rhythm to that breath that you can sense or feel? You're not changing, but sometimes the mere fact of just becoming consciously aware of breath, journeying to the breath, we may start to make slight changes to the rate and depth of the breath. Just notice. Be curious, because the breath is always in the background of our life. Just notice if it's comfortable for you, what is happening with the rate, the depth of your breath. Does it feel like it's a long, luxurious breath? Or does it feel as if your breath feels restricted and tight in some way? The key is the awareness of your breath, how you're breathing. Are you aware that the breath has a cycle, a rhythm of breathing in? A slight pause, and then breathing out with a slight pause. Just really start to play if it's comfortable with you. That sort of curiosity, that beginner's mind with your breath. Where do you breathe? The belly? The nose? Are you aware of the breath flowing through the nostrils? Right nostril, left nostril. Maybe one nostril is blocked today. What do you notice as you journey, if it's comfortable, to the nostrils and observe the rate, the rhythm, the volume of breath flowing through your nostrils? Maybe there's a sense of coolness as you breathe in, and you feel a slight warm in the temperature around the nostrils as you breathe out. Cool breath in, warm breath out. Maybe you can hear the sound of your breath through the eardrums, back of the throat. And if all this feels alien and uncomfortable, again, just notice that. Just notice what you notice, witness what you notice. And see if it's possible to extend your exhale. What has to shift for you to breathe out just a wee bit longer? Nothing heavy, no forcing. Is it possible for you to breathe out a bit longer, ideally through the nose, and to let the in-breath flow in when it has to flow in? You'll know when. Your body knows when and how to breathe. Are you aware of the breath through the side of the body? Can you feel any sort of expansion in the side ribs as you breathe in and out? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes it helps just to rest your hands on your rib cage and just see if there's any movement there. And how about the back of the body? That's interesting, isn't it? Can you sense your breath with the back of your body, the back ribs? And how about the breath flowing to the top of the lungs? Can you sense any kind of movement or breath flowing to the rib cage, to the top of the lungs, below the collarbone? And I invite you just to choose a point of focus if you're staying with the breath. With the breath. Maybe focus on the breath flowing in the belly or the side body or the top of the body. And just count every in-breath up to 10. So every time you're aware of breathing in, that's number one. And the next in-breath is number two. And when you sense the next in-breath, that's number three. Just get a sense of counting all the in-breaths up to number 10. And if by chance you forget to breathe, or you lose count, or the mind wanders, just go back to number one and start the breath again. So we're just being aware of how we're breathing on the in-breath, breathing in your own rhythm. And breathing out in your own rhythm. And then let's release the counting of the in-breath and just come back to the rhythm of the everyday breath. Just notice the rhythm, the rate, and the depth of the everyday breath. Noticing if it feels different this time around. Noticing what's happening with the mind. And slowly bring your awareness, slowly shift your awareness away from the breath and come back. Come back to recognizing the feet. To notice the weight of the feet resting on the support. The right foot, the left foot. Become aware of the hands resting on or near the body. The right hand, the left hand. Notice the right shoulder, the left shoulder. And then check in once more with your body. Come back to that prompt. What does your body need to feel rested, supported, and at ease? If nothing comes to mind, again, that's okay. Just let those words float into your heart space. What does your body need to feel rested, supported, loved, and at ease? Again, knowing that the answer will come in its own time and space. In a few moments, the practice, the meditation, will come to a close. But before we get to that space, that time, just spend the next few moments, the next few breaths, just really checking in with the mind, with the thoughts, with the body, with the heart. Reminding yourself of the prompt, what does my body need to feel rested, supported, loved, and at ease? And make a commitment. Dedicate time each day to check in with the body. Ask yourself, does this activity help my body to feel rested, loved, supported, at ease? Just check in. No critical analysis, just notice what thoughts might be bubbling when you take time just to check in and consciously ask yourself, what does my body need to feel rested, supported, loved, and at ease? Where possible, try and follow through with whatever prompt or impulse or word comes to mind. And to bring the session, our time together, to a close, I invite you just to give yourself a hug. Just take time, if it feels comfortable for you, just to give yourself a hug, to squeeze your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right shoulder or arm, and just gently lower the head to the heart and just give yourself that beautiful self-love hug. Letting your body know that you do care for your body. You are there for your body. And you will do all that you can just to create that space every day to let your body rest, be loved, be supported, and flow with ease. Gently stroke down the forearms, rub the palms together, and slowly just place your warm, tingly fingers over your eyes. Take 3 full breaths in, everyday breaths in. And then just slowly let the hands come back to the body. And whisper softly to yourself, thank you, body. I'm here for you. I'd like to close the session by wishing you well, by wishing you space, grace, time, and energy to invite more moments of rest, ease, support, and love into your life. And I thank you for your presence here today. Take care, dear friends, and look forward to seeing you at our next meditation. Thank you.